The prompt is, if women didn't have vaginas and titties, men would not waste their time to pursue them.
I definitely disagree.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, thanks for spinning water on all of us.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah, just help them out. Yeah, but go ahead. What do you disagree with?
I disagree because we have throats, and if that also makes men happy.
Okay, just so I make sure I have this right. So we have throats, and that makes men happy.
Yes.
All right. Congratulations. You just reverted yourself down to like a throat. Okay. Anything else?
I mean, you mentioned the rest of the body features will be gone, right? Like,
yeah,
no arms,
like basically,
no
like
legs.
basically, if women didn't have titties or vaginas, men wouldn't. I guess we can add throats to that too. The men wouldn't talk to them.
Yeah, but women will have butts. So we still have more butts than men, so.
Okay.
So
If
those
we
two
removed
things-
all orifices, okay,
Right.
men would not spend their time talking to women. Fair?
We will have toes, right? Men love feet. Yeah, the toes could do magic.
I would say probably a minority of men are feet guys. I don't think most guys are feet guys.
That's the. I'm pretty sure that's a lie, because it
Shorty.
it does the
Okay.
job.
Okay. All right.
Basically, if women didn't have all those things, they're pretty much going to be shaped like a man.
Okay, let me be a bit more blunt. Outside of female sexuality, there's virtually no benefit to being around women.
Do you, on your everyday basis, do you hang around more men or do you hang around more women?
So here's the thing. You're far more productive hanging out with other men as a man.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you on
Yeah, I
everyday
prefer to
basis.
hang out
do
with
you-
men, yes.
Do you prefer to hang out with women, chill with
With
women?
men. I don't enjoy the company of women.
So if you said if they don't have vaginas and
Yeah.
if they don't have tits,
Mhm.
so who do you sleep with? Who do you have sex with?
Okay,
Women
so
who don't have vaginas?
notice how I said-
Or women who don't have titties and
Okay.
vaginas?
You're missing what I'm trying to say here. What I'm saying is that outside of sexuality, women provide very little value to men, and if they didn't have said sexuality, men would not spend time hanging out with them.
Men would have spent time hanging out with them because women are beautiful. Women are sexy. They dress nice.
That's
they
my
will
point.
carry themselves.
You made all. Notice
But at
how
the same
even
time-
when you said they would hang out with them, you gave all the things I said as to why men
No,
deal
but
with
you
them.
started using. No, I asked you, would you hang out with men more because of women? Because if women didn't have all those things, would you hang out with men more? Because you're basically going
Yeah, if
after
women
a
didn't have
man.
the sexuality.
Sexuality is the first thing that you're supposed to be having. It's a spectrum. You're supposed to be something that you pursue, but you're supposed to pursue women because they have more feminine qualities than men.
Yeah, my point I'm trying to make here is that men only pursue women for sexuality. If women didn't have sexuality, men would not pursue them, and men probably would not want to spend time with them. And my point is that women provide very little utility to men outside of sex. That's my blunt position. The main bottom line, ladies, to simplify it, is women provide very little utility to men outside of sexuality. What do you disagree with?
I'm like 50-50.
Okay.
Some women do not have personality at all.
Okay,
They
you
can't
think
think
personality?
for themselves.
Okay.
So a lot of men do not enjoy their company. However, there
Mhm.
are some women, probably about 40% of women,
Okay.
that can do more than just have sex.
Sure. But what I would argue is that men don't even care about their personality if they don't meet the look factor first.
I disagree.
So the sexuality needs to the sexuality precedes the personality.
I disagree.
Okay. Why do you disagree?
Just from personal experience, I have a lot of guy friends. Majority
She
of them
belongs
are
to the
guys.
streets.
I have, I think, one girlfriend. And
So you think those guys hang out with you because of your personality?
Hell yeah. Can
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Because I'm not giving nothing up. Like, what we talk about is business ideas. We talk about their mental health, my mental health.
Fair.
We talk about things that's going on in the world.
Okay. So you friends on them.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
And they friends on me too.
I don't think so.
I do think so.
I think if the opportunity presented itself, they would have sex with you.
They think I'm their brother. We're
Well, hold
brothers.
on. Don't ruin it. Yeah, you don't think they would?
No.
All right, let's get her phone real quick. How about you call them live on air?
No.
You don't want to call them live on air? Put it to the test. You can get your phone and you call them. Just tell them, literally tell them, hey, wondering why we never took it to the next step, and let's see what they say. Let's put that personality to the test.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah? All right, let's do it. All right, so what you're going to do is you're just going to call your guy, put on speaker, hold it up to the mic, and don't worry, at the end, you could tell him I'm just kidding. All right, so you don't, put yourself in a weird spot. Dude gets a horn dog and fucking calls you all night. But, yeah, you're just going to call him and say, hey, Tyrone, why did we ever become something? Sorry, I'm just assuming. I don't know.
What?
You're black.
Am I black? I don't know. Everyone tells me I'm not. So
Not
I don't
according
know.
to Twitter.
I don't know what I am anymore. Some days I'm Indian, some days I'm a Hispanic, some days I'm an Arab. I don't know. They tell me I'm all kinds of shit. Okay. So, yeah. So, ladies, I need everybody to be quiet. I want you to call him and say, all right, why didn't we ever become anything?
I don't know. I gotta find a good one.
Come on, man. You call the one that you like the most. Oh, and not the gay guy.
No, he's not gay.
I like boys.
Not a gay one, because we've had that where girls call the gay one. Oh, you calling him? All right, put it up to the mic so they can hear, and put on speaker. Everybody be quiet, please.
I think he's on speaker. I'm calling on Instagram though, so it's like, is it ringing?
Calling a nigga on Instagram? Holy.
Yeah. I don't want him to have my number.
Are y'all even friends?
Yes, we're friends.
Bro,
Why is
that
he not
proves my
answering?
point even more.
No, it doesn't. It's just.
Yeah. Yeah, he to you he's just a friend, but to him he's like, damn, I'm trying.
No, I don't think so. Hold on, I'm gonna call again.
Okay.
Second time's the charm. Maybe he's not answering because this is a sign. But here you go.
Okay. I think that pretty much proves our point. She wouldn't even give him the phone number.
No.
Okay. So anyway, my position is women, men are superior. Sorry, no. Women have very little utility out of sexuality. I think, to be honest with you, that these guys converse with you in business and get to know your personality on the pretense that they're hoping that they can have sex with you in the future.
I want to say, okay, possibly, but maybe only one or two made little hints. Not all of them.
Well, you got to understand that men are terrified of rejection in 2025. And I'm going to assume that these men that you're friends with are probably lower status, maybe not as attractive, don't have as much money, don't have some status, so they're not attractive enough. But they're nice conversationalists or something.
No, I only converse with people that I feel like is on my level or above me.
Okay, so they might not be arousing. Maybe they're not good looking. Maybe they're not tall enough. Maybe they're fat. Maybe they have a girlfriend, but they still want you. There's a multitude of different reasons why women put guys in the friend zone. But the point I'm trying to make is that notice how you can be friends with someone that is at a higher echelon than you, that you get value from, but they're not really getting value back from you, even though you think you are. The real value they want is the sexuality, but they're not getting that. So you're extracting all the value from them. So that's what I mean when I say being friends with women is useless and women get all the value.
Pursue.
All right, how many men have you had sex with?
Do I have to say that?
No, you don't actually. The purpose of asking that question was to demonstrate something. You don't feel comfortable answering that question, right?
No, I don't.
Okay. No, I'm saying you don't feel comfortable answering that question,
no, I
right?
don't feel comfortable
Yeah.
answering that question.
Now
sir.
now instead of answering that question, let's go into peel it. Why did you feel uncomfortable answering that question?
Because it's just a random question that I'm just not answering. You know, because a lot of people just don't want to put their body count out there.
Sure,
they don't
sure.
want to just put their sexual history and people that they've slept with and how many people that they slept with.
Okay.
They don't want to have to get involved in that. But
Yeah.
in my opinion, if it's the right female with the right attitude and he really fucks with her and he really likes who she is as a person, he'll accept her for who she is.
Okay, let's kind of just
regardless
deal with
of her cheating.
So look, I asked you that question on purpose. I didn't expect you to answer it. Actually, I knew that you were going to hesitate. I already pre-planned it. The reason why you hesitated is because women understand intrinsically that their body count is tied to their worth, and that worth is tied to their ability to find a man in the future. She kind of described it earlier, Miss Ukraine. And this is something that's been all across the world, whether it's Hispanic culture, Islamic, Muslim culture, Arab culture, Christian culture, Jewish culture. It doesn't really matter. Chinese culture, all across the world, female promiscuity has always been admonished, right? And you hesitated to give the answer because you know deep down, if you give that answer, well, that could disqualify you from certain opportunities from certain men. And I'm not saying that to attack you, but if I asked any of the women here, they would be uncomfortable answering that. Rightfully so, because women understand that their body count is tied to their virtue. Their virtue is what makes them attractive to men, and so forth.
But
Now,
what if I had a high body count? Will you feel like my virtue would go down?
significantly,
or you feel
yes.
like
And your ability
me
to
as a
find a man
woman-
will go down off of that as well. This is why women don't like to disclose their sexual history, and there's a biological reason for that.
That's understandable.
Yeah. Now, the reason for this is because it's easy for women to have sex. It doesn't take skill. However, it takes a lot of skill for a man to have sex. If a man has sex with a lot of women, he's doing something right. Whether you guys want to say, oh, it's ethically wrong. That's not my point. My point is that he's doing something right, whether he has status, he has money, he's charming, he's good looking, he's doing something right. Versus if a woman having sex with a lot of dudes, she's doing something very wrong. So it's simple. What's hard to attain is always respected. What's easy to attain is never respected. This is why the brain surgeon gets far more respect than the high school graduate, because that person had to put in the work to get to that level.
Can I
Now,
see-
hold on.
Sorry.
So now that we've established why sex for men is different than it is for women, now we can kind of go into this topic about promiscuity and then why a man can cheat and a woman can't. For a man to get sex from another girl, for us it's just physical. It's not deeply, it's not deep like it is for you guys. You guys need to have an emotional tie. This is why it's so bad when you have high body count, because what's effectively shown is that your soul is gone because you're just fucking anybody. Okay? Men, on the other hand, we don't need those same emotional ties. So we can fuck another girl and come back to our wife and be fine. So when I make the argument that a man can cheat on his girlfriend and the relationship will stay intact, yeah, there's a high likelihood. Now, is there a chance that he could fall in love with a girl? Of course. But what I am saying is that if the woman cheats, it's over. Like, it's cooked, because she had to get to a certain emotional position to be able to do that. Now, and if I'm going to simplify this even more, I'll just say this. When a man cheats, it's like manslaughter. When a woman cheats, it's premeditated murder, serial killer vibes. She had to plan that shit out and get herself to a certain mind state before she did it. Because women know that their value is directly tied to their promiscuity. Versus for us, our value goes up with our promiscuity. So it's not the same. A woman's job when she gets into a relationship is to just not be a whore. Men don't ask for much. Just don't cheat on us. With us, if we cheat on you, we could still provide value. We could provide for you, protect you, give you a home, give you kids, etc. But if you cheat on us, you're useless, because your only job is to have our kids and not embarrass us by being a whore.
Whoa. In my opinion,
Yeah.
okay.